Hello everybody, it's Redhead Boo here with another video, and this video is sort of in like a celebration because if some of you know, well probably everyone on this channel now knows, I am a huge fan of the Vamps, and on Friday just gone they released their second part to the Night and Day album called the Day Edition, and if you haven't already, I did do a reaction video to that, and I also did a reaction to the bundle, so like the extra albums and then the extra songs. So if you want to, please check them out because it would mean the world if you did. And let me know what you think because I do want to do more content, more stuff like that. But without further ado, I'm going to get started. So the first question is, do I prefer the Day Edition to the Night Edition? In a way, I do think it's a lot better, like vocal wise, it's got better. And well, Brad's vocals are always really strong, but I think in this album it's more about like personal experiences, and I quite like that, and it's got some absolute tunes on it. Well, every single song is so good, like there's not really one on there that I would like skip or not listen to, just because they are all incredible in their own little way. Like they're so, the Vamps have definitely got better like from each album, like they've progressed. So, and I really like their new sound, like what they're doing with the album. So yeah, I love it. So in a way, yes, I do prefer it to the Night Edition, but I still do love the Night Edition, don't get me wrong. The next question is, did I get the bundle? Of course I got the bundle. As soon as it got announced that they were doing the bundle thing again with like all of the extra tracks, the DVD, pre-sale code for the next tour, I was like, I need to get it because like whenever the Vamps release new music, I'm always like, yes, and I love it, so definitely. The next question is, favourite song from Day? Ooh, I think I'm going to do like favourite ballad and then favourite upbeat song. My favourite upbeat song is Cheap Wine. I absolutely adore that song. And my favourite ballad is definitely For You. Like, it's so cute, and it sort of reminds me of like the Meet the Vamps album, and I quite like the fact that they still have that sound and it's sort of mixed in with the new sound, and I think it sort of reminds me of like Risk It All and High Hopes, so it is nice and I do love it. Favourite song from Night Edition? Again, I'm going to do the same, so upbeat song, gotta be Shades On, that's such a bop. And my favourite ballad, Paper Hearts, without a doubt. Like, I can never get sick of hearing that song. So yeah. The next question is least favourite from Day. When I heard this song was going to be on the album, I was like, yes, this is going to be so good because I absolutely adored it. But I think for me, the least favourite track is probably Too Good to Be True. Like, don't get me wrong, I do like it, it's just they've changed it around, like it's not the same version as the single, and I really liked the single version better because in this one, if you haven't heard it but you have heard the single version, they've changed because they've done the first verse as normal and then they've got the rap and then they do the second verse. And I don't really like that because it doesn't sound as good as it did. But obviously I still love the song, I still listen to it, and I still have a boogie to it. So yeah, that is one of the songs I'm not keen on now, but I do still like it. It's just not one of my favourites anymore. Least favourite from Night. That is so hard. But I think it's probably My Place, just because I've heard it so many times, and like I've heard a lot I've heard a lot of the Night edition, because obviously it's been out a year, and I do like it, of course I do, but like I preferred it how they did it on Showcase to like the studio version, but I do still like listening to it and like singing along, but it's not got the same feels as it did live. And if you went to Showcase, you will know what I'm on about, because it was so cute. Which own version do you prefer most of both day and night? Connor, Brad, James, Tris, or band version? I think for Night edition it's probably going to be Connor's and James's, and just because Brad didn't have one. Don't get me wrong, I loved Tristan's, but I immediately knew I was going to love Connor's and James's, so them two. And on the day version, Connor's, his songs on there are incredible, and yeah, I just love them. Favourite song off each of their own version, day and night. Okay, so from Connor's, probably Middle of the Night rock version. From James's, Higher. From Tristan's, Come Grind With Me. And then from the day edition, from Tristan's, Sometimes It Rains in LA. From Brad's, Sometimes. From James's, On Your Mind. And from Connor's, Naked. The next question is album signing experience. I'm not gonna go full into detail of what happened and stuff, just because I am going to be doing a storytime video in a few minutes saying what happened, but I'm going to tell you a bit about it now. So when the Vamps announced they were doing album signings, I was like, yes, oh my god, I might get to meet them again before Leeds. So I saw that Manchester was going to be on the Saturday the 14th of July, and the good thing is I was actually going to be going to Bolton on that day, and Bolton and Manchester aren't too far away, they're like 30 minutes. So at first I did have to do a few persuading my mum, telling her, please can I go? I know it's going to be early because it's 10 AM the signing. But eventually she gave up and was like, okay, I'll let you go, and then I'll just go around like Manchester shopping and do whatever, because I need to go to a few shops anyway. So I went with my friend Helen. Hi Helen if you're watching. But yeah, I went with Helen, and it was her first time meeting the Vamps, and obviously it wasn't my first time, it was my 6th time now. Yeah, it was my 6th time meeting them, and like whenever I go to Manchester and see them, I always love it, because Manchester was the first place I met them, also the first place I saw them headline a show, so it's created so many amazing memories anyway. So it's always been one of them special places in my heart for the Vamps. So when I saw Manchester, I was like, yes, I'm gonna go. So anyway, I went, and a lot of people did say that it was a really bad signing, but I had priority because I'm a pure HMV member. So I was one of the first people to meet them. And how it was ran, I'm just going to explain it, is every person, no, you would go up in twos and like have the table. So the person in front of me went, and then when she got to Connor, I want to say, when she got to Connor, the security were like, okay, you go up. So I put my little leaflet thing, booklet thing that they sign on the table, and Brad was first, and I sort of felt a bit bad because I sort of blanked him, and I know that makes me sound stupid or whatever, but I put it down on the table and Brad saw me and was like, oh hi, I was like hi, and then I was sort of moving on to Tristan. I think he was next, or was it James? No, it was Tristan. I was sort of moving on to him, and then he was like, and then Brad was like, how are you? But I'd obviously moved on to Tristan and was talking to Connor, so I couldn't really hear him that well. And I did feel awful about it because obviously I didn't want to like ignore him on purpose because that would just be mean. And I do feel terrible because it's so clear in the video, and he asked me how I was and I was like, just walking off. But yeah, and I'd got Connor some Percy Pigs because he put out a tweet ages ago saying, because of Brexit will we still get Percy Pigs, because apparently there was a news article that said no. So, and it is a bit of a funny story behind getting them, because every single shop I went in, like Sweet Shop, M&S where they usually do them, didn't have any in, so I was like, oh my god, I want to be able to give him some, so where can I get them from? And I had to resort to getting them from Amazon. So I was like, oh god. But I got them from Amazon and they came, and I got 2 packets so I could keep one myself and have sweets. And I wrote a little note on to a piece of paper and stuck it on the bag saying, these are for you, hope you enjoyed them, just in case I couldn't get to say what I wanted to say in the time. So I handed Connor the sweets, and then he decided to kill me because I handed them to him and I was like, oh Connor, these are for you. And he was like, you're amazing, thank you. And like at that moment in time, I didn't even know he said you're amazing. I thought he just said thank you. So because I filmed a signing, I was watching it back a few times just because it was such a good signing, and I kept on hearing thank you, and then one time I just heard the word amazing and I was like, I don't remember him saying that. So I got my headphones out of my bag, put my headphones in, connected it to my phone and watched the video again, and that was when I heard the words, you're amazing. I was like, what the hell? Connor Ball said that I was amazing. Like, that was so weird. I was like, what? So that happened, and then I've heard that a few people had got their favourite member to like write their name on the album to personally make it out to them. And obviously the boys don't really know who I am, like I'm just a fan who's met them a few times, they don't know me yet, which is sort of my aim, to like meet them all the time and then hopefully they get to know me. So I said to Connor, would you be able to write to Lucy? But because there was so many people around, like obviously there was fans in the background shouting them and security were just talking, and he didn't actually hear me. He was like, what? And I was like, oh, would you be able to write to Lucy? And he said, oh, of course. And I was like, thank you. And then he wrote it on and I left. And I was just so happy with how it went because I got Connor to have the sweets and I also got him to write my name on the album cover. So yeah, that was my album signing experience. Are you going to tour next year? Which shows? Yes, I am going to Manchester, and I've actually got the day where I think tickets go on pre-sale off work, so I'll be able to get them, so that's very exciting and I'm very happy about that. So yeah, I'm going to get the tickets very soon, which is very exciting because tour for the Vamps is always amazing. But apparently they're doing Sheffield, but they haven't announced it yet, so I'll be getting that as well, and me and my friend might be getting VIP for Sheffield as well, which is good. Next question is most underrated song from the albums. Oh god, that is very tricky. I think most underrated song out of the Night Edition is Hands, just because like that was a single and it didn't get a music video, and it's such a bop. Like honestly, Hands is probably, it's sick live, it's so good live. I've heard it live so many times and I love it, and I think it's a great song. It's very, very short, a very short song, but I love it. And the most underrated song of Day Edition, I think probably, oh god, Pictures of Us, just because like loads of tweets I've seen, not many people have said that it's their favourite, and then loads of people have said, oh, we forgot that song's on the album. And I think that one is in one of my top 5 songs of the album, because, well, the top 5 for me are Just My Type, Time Is Not On Our Side, For You, Cheap Wine and Pictures of Us, just because it's so good and yeah, I like it. Finish the sentence. The songs I am most excited to hear live on tour are hopefully Time Is Not On Our Side, Fingers Crossed For You, just because that song live would be incredible, What Your Father Says, Then We Can Swear, Hair Too Long, Shades On, Staying Up, all of them. And I'm sort of hoping that they do play some of the new songs in Leeds, because it would be incredible. So yeah, but that was actually the last question for this video. I do hope you enjoyed, and if you have heard the Vamps album and want to let me know what your favourite song is or what you thought of this video, please feel free to comment down below and I'll try and reply to as many people as I can. And also, please, please, please go and stream and download the album, because currently in the midweek album chart we are at #1, beating Drake. And I mean, the Vamps are beating Drake. Drake is one of the biggest stars out there, so I think we can do it. I want to do it for the boys because I know how much it would mean to them and how much it would mean to us, because last time with Night Edition we beat Ed Sheeran off #1, so we can do it again. So please just do it so we can get that #1 and make the boys happy. And yes, but yeah, my little rant over. But yeah, please like, comment, subscribe, turn on the little bell, because 2 more videos will be coming your way today as well. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Anyway, this is Redhead Boo signing off. Bye guys!